Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring the stream that runs through the woodland, and our target for the day is winter chub. I have had some success winter chub fishing recently. In fact, just yesterday I went fishing on my local river and I did have some success. As usual, it was while I was eating a packet of crisps. I managed to catch a beautiful fish, and it was on a flavoured chunk of meat. I believe it was robin red flavoured. And that's what put me in the mood for today's session. I decided I didn't want to film it on my usual river. I wanted to come to this one, catch some fish that aren't very pressured, and fish a really nice wild setting, which really suits my background and really suits my style of fishing. And the setup that I'm using is one that's almost become a dedicated chub fishing setup for me, and that is the Akuma Custom Black 10-foot feeder rod, fished with the 2-ounce tip, paired up with the Akuma Samar Match FD, loaded with 5-pound mono, which is standard for this sort of style of fishing. Fish on. How fast was that casting into the swim then? Is it the target species? Is it a chub? Oh no, I didn't set me net up. Oh no, I'm an idiot. It's the last thing I forget to do. Let's all laugh at Chris and not setting his net up like usual. But we've got the target species on the end. We've just got to keep it on now and not lose it. Well, I'm assuming it's a target species. Beautiful winter river chub at this tiny little stream. Absolutely beautiful. We did it, we got it. I've just had a beautiful specimen of a stream chub, and he's hooked very nicely in the corner of his mouth. That is a beautiful fish. I always love catching fish from this waterway. This is actually the first one I've ever seen with a bit of damage. It's got a little tiny nick on its tail, probably from a heron or possibly another bird of prey that's just had a go at it. What a beautiful fish. I was just caught on I think it was a robin red luncheon meat. I'd been throwing some chunks down the margin. We have got a camera down there, just having a little look down there. And yeah, I thought I'd put a piece on the hook, on a hair rig. Only a small hook, size 12. When we're fishing like meat, a lot of people like to use big hooks. But if you put it on a hair, you can actually get away with using smaller hooks and more finesse tactics, which can sometimes pay off really well, like it has done right now. And that was really quick in this swim. I'm talking, I don't know, less than 5 minutes. Absolutely awesome. See if we can get 1 or 2 more from this swim, and then we'll move on to another area. Real nice. I'm actually releasing this fish just upstream of where I've been fishing, because I don't want to risk putting that chub straight in that little swim. I'm only fishing a little corner and risk spooking the other fish in the shoal. So I've been fishing meat for maybe about 20 minutes now. I had a chub within the first 5 minutes, then it's gone quiet. I don't know if I've spooked him, but I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm now going to change and use some paste. So like I say, the aim of the game today is using smelly bait, so I've got some cheese and garlic paste. Obviously cheese is an absolute classic for chub, so we're going to be using some of that today. And fingers crossed we'll get a bonus fish out, just fishing some paste around the hook instead. Got one. I've got another one. Hey, this time on the cheese paste. It's another chub, not quite as big as the first one, but a fantastic fish to catch from a small stream. Now I know the stream doesn't look very small from this angle, but I am fishing probably the widest bend on this little stream that I'm fishing. To the left of me, you can almost jump across it. And there we go, another beautiful chub. There's probably a space of time between the first fish and the second fish of about 25 minutes. Caught the first fish in about 5 minutes, then there was about 15 to 20 minutes of nothing, changed baits, and within 5 minutes got another take. Sometimes just changing the bait, tweaking, works, and changing to another smelly bait from the meat to paste has paid off. Now this one is a fish that's got loads of character, and he's definitely a fish I'll recognise in the future. It looks like he's survived an attack in the past. If you look at his fin underneath, he's actually got a stub little fin which has become bright orange. Rather bizarre when you look at it. And then he's also got a deformed gill plate, which has obviously been healed up over a long period of time, so I'm guessing this must have happened when he was a young fish. Maybe even a heron or possibly a kingfisher may have done that when he was a little chublet. But yeah, I'll definitely recognise this one if I come to the stream again. And it's not a fish I've caught before, I definitely don't recognise it. But that is awesome, and yet again, you know, just changing tactics ever so slightly. Just decided to go for some smelly cheese paste, which is a classic winter chub bait. And hey presto, it's caught me another chub, and I think I'm going to stick to the cheese paste in this swim for another maybe 10-15 minutes, and then we'll move. I don't think there's going to be much else down there. But that is pretty cool for this little tiny stream. And he went downstream as well. So we had some fantastic sport, caught a couple of really nice fish, and it was time to move on. I hit a number of swims. I hit some that were tucked right into the trees, hit a few more slack waters. Unfortunately, I didn't get nothing more than a few plucks in each swim, which I suspect were probably small bait fish like roach or maybe even some really small chub. And I decided it was probably about time we head back to the original swim I started out in the beginning and see if we can get one more fish out before the end of the day. The clouds were rolling in, the rain was starting to brew, and I figured it was my last chance of catching one more fish before it was time to go home. Fish on. Okay, we have to go. Okay, bye. Fish on. They always come at the weird time. That was when I was on the phone to my girlfriend. Just have to move in areas slightly. It's another really nice chub. Once again on the paste. About the same size as the last paste which I had. Come on. Playing it really weirdly. There we go, we got him. Yes! Just as the weather's turning, I was just thinking maybe I should start going home. I came back to my original swim I started out in. I fished several areas of this river now, pretty much this whole stretch. This was the only place I had any confident bites. I had bites in other areas, but I think there might have been minnows. Like I said, came back to this spot after letting it have a rest, fished paste straight away, and bang, fish in the net. I missed a few bites early on, I think maybe small fish nibbling it. What a result, yes. Smallest one of the session, but I'm not complaining. Once again, real nice hook hole, just fishing small hooks with small amounts of paste. What a result. Now this fish may not be as big as the first two we caught but it is very welcome. The weather's changing now. It started to have bits and bobs of rain, very cold wind coming in, and I was just about to pack up. Tried several areas of this river and had a few small plucks in certain areas, which I think may have been small fish. Come back to my original area where I caught fish in the beginning, after having a rest for about an hour, and bang, a beautiful fish to end the session on. And the paste, really killing it. I mean, I had the first fish on meat. I think I had a few other fish feeding down there on the meat, and then it went a bit quiet. So I changed over to cheese paste, which is a classic method for chub in wintertime. Smelly cheese and garlic, and bang, another fish to end the session. Real cool. Let's get this one back. And what a beautiful session in a wonderful setting in amongst the trees in the woodland. Awesome with the fishing. So that is mission success. The aim of the game today was to come to the stream in the woods, which I love fishing. It's a wicked little stream this is, and hopefully catch some winter chub using smelly baits, and I've managed it. It's been freezing cold the last maybe week or so. Today's the first day of the mild weather, and I decided today was the day when smelly baits might be key, when the waters are still really cold, and it has paid off. Cheese paste is actually a classic method for catching chub in wintertime, and I use a sort of hybrid version. It's a cheese and garlic version from Dynamite Baits, and that's worked for two of the chub I've caught today, and the other one was caught on that flavoured meat. Absolutely wicked, awesome session, and I've caught some fantastic fish. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you've enjoyed coming on this little journey. I love fishing this little stream. It's so peaceful, and catching those fish is just the icing on top of the cake. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you feel free, subscribe. If you like the video, like it, and I'll catch you guys later.